Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to do a very amazing poem, Life Doesn't Frighten Me by Maya Angelou. This is taken from the textbook Reflections for ISC Class 11th and 12th. This is part of modern English syllabus. So let's begin. So before explaining you the poem word by word, I'll tell you about the poem. Here I'll first tell you how I will explain you. So I'll keep on taking the stanzas, word meanings, the explanation, then analysis of it, the literary devices. In this way we'll keep on doing each stanzas. So before wasting any time, let's begin. So let me tell you first, give you an introduction about the poem. So, Maya Angelou's poem, Life Doesn't Frighten Me, is a strong and confident statement about not being afraid. The poem is spoken through the voice of a brave young girl who says that nothing, whether it is shadows, loud dogs, or scary animals, can make her scared. So, students, this poem is spoken through the voice of a brave young girl who says that nothing can make her scared. Even though she talks about many frightening things, it shows that she might feel fear inside, but she chooses not to show it. Instead, she faces every challenge with courage by laughing, smiling, and refusing to cry. The poem celebrates the strength, confidence, and courage that helps us overcome fear. Angelos remind us that when we face our fears bravely, we can turn them into our power. So let's begin. So, so basically this is a very long stanza. So I've divided into small stanzas. I've divided into 11 stanzas so that I can explain you the poem. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So let's talk about the meanings first. So here shadows. What are shadows? They are dark shapes cast by objects blocking light. We all know what shadows are. Hall is the passage inside a building. So by these three lines, the poet is saying the literal explanation of this is that the poet describes common childhood fears such as shadows and noises, but asserts confidently that these things do not frighten her. This opening sets the tone of bravery and fearlessness. So the poetess is saying, the young girl is saying, shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So these small common childhood fears such as shadows that she sees on the wall and noises that she can hear while she is passing through the hall. They don't frighten her. So let's analyze this. So the poetess presents the courage of a young child facing fears that seem ordinary yet symbolic of deeper anxieties in life. Okay. So let's see the literary devices that were used. Repetition. Life doesn't frighten me at all. You will keep on seeing that throughout the poem this line has been repeated and this emphasizes confidence. Okay. Imagery. So here imagery is there because shadows on the wall. This evokes visual imagination. What is the tone? Courageous and defiant. Let's go ahead with stanza 2. As we go ahead, there will be more stories, more different difficult things. So I'll take those in detail. These are very simple lines, so I'm taking it ahead. Bad dogs barking loud. Big ghosts in a cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So barking, here we know it's the loud sound that the dogs make, and ghosts are the imaginary spirits of the dead. So even aggressive dogs or imaginary ghosts cannot scare the speaker. The repetition reinforces a brave attitude towards the unknown or imaginary dangers. It's very easy, three lines. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in a cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Okay, so the aggressive dogs or the imaginary ghosts that she sees in the clouds, okay, they don't scare her. So if we talk about analysis, the stanza symbolizes courage in confronting fears that may seem irrational but are real to children. Okay, they may seem irrational to us, but they are real to children. The ghosts that they see in the clouds, right? For example, they are not real to us. It seems irrational to adults, but they are real to children. So it is this stanza symbolizes the courage in confronting fears. At least she is confronting the fears. So here there is alliteration, bad dogs barking. Okay, imagery. Imagery is where visual and auditory imagery in barking loud and ghosts in cloud. So barking loud is a auditory imagery and ghosts in a cloud is a visual imagery. Again there is repetition, it strengthens the theme of resilience. Now stanza 3. Mean old mother goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. So here mother goose, see mother goose is the mother of the geese, right? But here mother goose is the nursery rhyme character which symbolizes stories or fables, the nursery fables. Loose, which is not restrained or free. Okay, so loose, which is not hold, not restrained, or you can say it is free. So explanation, by describing Mother Goose, a familiar harmless story figure, as mean. So here this Mother Goose is a familiar and harmless story figure, students. But here the young girl is describing the Mother Goose as mean. So, Angelou shows how children's imagination can transform even comforting symbols into something scary. So, Mother Goose is a very comforting symbol, but still a child's imagination can transform it into something scary. Shadows, bedtime stories, or fairy tale characters can become frightening in the child's mind. The speaker dismisses even mythical or dangerous figures. Even mythical or dangerous figures also are dismissed, like lions, showing her bold imagination and inner strength. So the poem blends childhood's imagination with real world courage. The speaker's fearlessness symbolizes empowerment. Let's see the literal devices here. Here there is symbolism. Okay, Mother Goose represents childhood myths. Rhyme. So, goose loose. This adds the musical quality. Tone is assertive. Now let's go ahead with the next stanza. Dragon's breathing flame on my counter pane. That doesn't frighten me at all. So here you know what are dragons. You can see the picture here. It's a mythical fire-breaking creature. Okay. It's there in mythology. You must have heard. Counterpane is the bedspread or coverlet. You can see the picture here. The dragon is breathing flame on my counterpane. Okay. So the speaker's imagination creates dragons nearby her bed. Yet she remains unafraid, symbolizing control over fear. So the stanza merges fantasy with reality, showing mastery over imagination and fear. These are very good keywords. You should write these things in your answer to get good marks for your board exams. Now literary devices. First there is imagery, obviously, because dragons are shown here. Dragons breathing flame creates vivid mental picture. Rhyme, flame counter pain. Tone is empowering and fearless again. Everywhere in every stanza the tone is empowering and fearless. Now let's see the next stanza. I go boo, make them shoo. I make fun, way they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So here boo is the sound to scare someone. Shoo is to chase away something or someone. Fly to go away quickly. So this is very important stanza, students. In this stanza, the speaker takes charge of her fears. Instead of being scared, she turns the tables. She scares the scary things away. Saying, I go boo, shows that she uses humor and confidence to defeat what once frightened her. The quick, playful rhythm makes the stanza sound like a child's game, turning fear into fun. Now, the lines, I won't cry, so they fly, show her strength. She refuses to react with fear, and that makes the frightening things lose power over her. Her smile represents courage and calmness, proving that her bravery comes from inner confidence and not physical strength. Okay? Here, I go boo symbolizes courage and active resistance. Smile represents self assurance and optimism. They go wild symbolizes how fear loses its form when faced with bravery. So here fear is losing its form. They go wild. They are going wild at why is she not crying? Why is she smiling? So when she smiles, they go wild. It means fear loses its form when we face it with bravery. So this stanza highlights empowerment through attitude. The speaker doesn't deny fear but chooses to control it. Maya Angelou uses playful language and rhythm to show that courage can be light-hearted, that we can face our fears with humor and self-belief. So the literary devices here is rhyme, creates playful rhythm reflecting childish confidence. There's repetition, it builds rhythm and confidence. And tone is triumph and bold. Okay, triumphant and bold. Now stanza 6. Tough guys fight, all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So tough guys means bullies or intimidating people. Alone, all alone at night means without any company. So even in darkness or loneliness, the speaker is not scared. Her bravery is both physical and emotional. It shows independence and inner strength. Courage is mental and emotional and not just physical. So here contrast is there in literary devices, tough guys versus alone. So there is a contrast if you see here, tough guys fight all alone at night. Okay, so there is a contrast, tough guys versus alone. Repetition again continues the theme and tone is self-assured. And let's go ahead to the next stanza. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. So here panthers are the large wild cats. You can see I've created a picture here. Strangers are unknown people. So the speaker is unafraid of dangers, real or imagined, demonstrating confidence in facing uncertainty. Right? So even if it is real or imagined, the strangers in the dark are real. Strangers are real, but panthers in the park are imagined. So the speaker is unafraid of dangers, real or imagined, demonstrating confidence in facing uncertainty. So it symbolizes facing the unknown with courage, the metamorphical fears to reflect real life challenge. Let's see the literary devices. Imagery is here again. Visual danger through animals and strangers. Rhyme, park and dark. Tone is calm bravery. Okay. Even if you see this carefully, panthers in the park and strangers in the dark. It is so much frightening. Okay. Still she is calm here. Okay. Calm bravery. Now, this is where the poem touches me the most. That is why I have explained this in detail here. That new classroom where boys all pull my hair. Kissy little girls with their hair in curls. They don't frighten me at all. Now students, you see that kissy little girls and with their hair in the curls is given in the brackets, the parentheses. I'll explain you why it is like that. So first let's see the word meanings. Pull my hair doesn't just literally means pulling hair. It means teasing or bully. Curls, curly hair, which symbolizes innocence. And let's see the explanation. This is a detailed explanation. So in this stanza, Maya Angelou shifts from imaginary or fantastical fears like dragons or ghosts to real world setting, the classroom. Okay. Now the shift is from imaginary or fantastical fears, okay, like dragons or ghosts, to the real world setting, the classroom where the child faces real fears. The new classroom symbolizes a situation of social pressure and unfamiliarity, because it is a new classroom, so unfamiliarity is there. For a child, entering a new environment can be intimidating. Meeting new people, facing teasing, or being judged. The boys all pull my hair represents teasing or bullying. The typical mischievous young boys might do, the typical mischief young boys might do to get attention or to disturb someone. It symbolizes unwanted attention and peer challenges that children often face in social spaces. So you might associate with it, students. So this is symbolizing the unwanted attention and peer challenges that you all often face in social spaces. Then within parentheses or within the brackets, Maya Angelou includes kissy little girls with their hair in curls. These lines describe girls who fit into the traditional image of sweetness and perfection, the ones society often praises for being proper or cute. So these lines are describing which girls who fit into the traditional image of sweetness. जैसे स्वीटनेस और परफेक्शन वाली लड़कियां होती है, उसी इमेज में जो फिट होती है वो लड़कियों को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. ओके, जिनको सोसाइटी अक्सर प्रेज करती है फॉर बीइंग प्रॉपर और क्यूट. ओके, सो बाय पुटिंग दीज लाइन्स इन ब्रैकेट्स, Angelou makes them seem like a side comment, as though the speaker is rolling her eyes at them, acknowledging their presence but not caring about them. So it is given in brackets. By this, it seems that it is a side comment. Even though the speaker is seeing them, it's acknowledging their presence, but she doesn't care about them. वो एक side में है उसके लिए. Okay, as though the speaker is rolling her eyes at them. Means वो उनको importance नहीं देती है. Together, these details create a vivid image of classroom society where teasing and social comparison are common. Yet the speaker refuses to be affected by it. Even though there is a social comparison, she is refusing to be affected by it. That is why this is given in brackets, that this is just a sideline. Okay. So her refrain, that they don't frighten me at all, shows that she's emotionally strong. She may be the target of teasing or judgment, but she remains self-assured, independent and confident in her identity. Very amazing words, students. I want you to learn them. Okay. Now the analysis of these lines. This stanza highlights emotional and social courage, a type of bravery different from fighting dragons or facing darkness. It's about standing tall against the pressure to fit in or to conform. Okay. So this is very beautiful lines. Please students make notes and use these keywords to score high. Angelou uses the school setting as a metaphor for the larger world. So school setting is a metaphor for the larger world that they have to face, showing that fearlessness isn't just about outer dangers. It is also about inner confidence. Now let's see the literary devices. Parenthesis is used to indicate playful tone. Rhyme for hair curls, it creates hair and curls creates rhythm, and tone is playful confidence. So here this stanza is very important from examination point of view. So that is why I have taken certain themes. So here there is a theme of individuality. The speaker celebrates her uniqueness. She doesn't try to be the kissy girl with the perfect curls or hide from teasing. Her confidence makes her powerful. So, this is a theme of individuality. Now, if I talk about tone and attitude, the tone is playful but assertive. The child isn't angry or scared. She's simply unaffected, showing quiet strength. She's not angry or scared, but she's unaffected, right? It shows quiet strength. Symbolism, new classroom, is a symbol of new challenges or stages in life. Boys pulling hair is a symbol of teasing, social discomfort, or minor cruelty. Kissy girls with curls, it is social stereotypes of femininity and perfection. Now, form and technique. Parentheses show that the speaker treats social expectations as side notes, that is unimportant and not worth fear. Rhyme and rhythm makes the stanza sound light and childlike, emphasizing that the speaker is still a child, yet wise beyond her years. Let's see the next stanza. Again, there is a lot of imagery here. Don't show me frogs and snakes, and listen for my scream. If I am afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. So frogs and snakes here are the common creatures that symbolizes fear. Dreams, imaginary or subconscious fears. So the speaker admits slight vulnerability but only in dreams, showing honesty yet dominance over fear. Did you get it? She's saying, don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. मेरी scream सुनने के लिए मुझे सिर्फ frogs and snakes मत दिखाओ. If I am afraid at all, अगर मुझे डर लगता भी है तो it's only in my dreams, सिर्फ सपनों में. So it reveals self-awareness. Bravery includes acknowledging fear but not being ruled by it. So here she is acknowledging the fear but she is not getting ruled by it. Now the literary devices, here there is contrast, real versus dream fear. Then there is enjambment. Okay, what is enjambment? Okay, enjambment means smooth flow between lines. Okay, if you see these lines again, don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. This is one single line. If I am afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. So, it's smooth flow between the lines. It's not a broken line. Okay. Tone is honest and introspective. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Can you see the picture? She's got a magic charm that she keeps up her sleeves. Okay, she keeps hidden in her sleeves so that it's always ready for her. I can walk the ocean floor. Can you see? She's walking the ocean floor and never have to breathe. So what does it mean? Here, magic charm is the symbol of power or luck. Sleeve is what does she mean to say by sleeve? It means hidden or secret place. So the charm symbolizes inner confidence. When she says, I have got a magic charm, it symbolizes inner confidence, imagination and spiritual strength that protect the poet from fear. So it shows belief in inner magic, self-belief and imagination as tool against fear. So symbolism is magic charm, which is inner strength. There is hyperbole, walk the ocean floor, that she can even walk the ocean floor without having to breathe. She is so confident. Okay, and because of her inner magic. Tone is empowering and mystical. And this is the final stanza of the poem. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all, not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all. So the poem concludes with repetition, reinforcing courage and self-assurance. It's a declaration of triumph over fear. The repetition acts as both affirmation and mantra of fearlessness. It summarizes the poem's message of strength. Here there is repetition, a central device emphasizing the theme. Tone is victorious and self-affirming. So in the conclusion, I would like to say that Maya Angelou's Life Doesn't Frighten Me celebrates courage, confidence, and imagination. Through vivid imagery and rhythmic repetition, the poem empowers readers to face fears, whether it is real or imaginary, without surrender. It reflects self belief, independence, and unbreakable spirit of resilience that defines human strength. So, I hope you have understood the poem really well. So, students, if you like the poem, if you like the explanation, do give a thumbs up, show us some love by writing something in the comment section. Please share it with your friends and do not forget to subscribe us and tap on the bell icon so that you receive notifications when I upload the next poem. Thank you.